Greetings, everybody. Jeffrey Guterman, and oh Lord, it's another day, another freaking day. And I'm sorry if my recordings yesterday, my broadcasts were a little bit off, but we're back, and it's a big news day, by the way. I'm sure you know that, but we're gonna play a game here. The Montreal Expos at the Los Angeles Dodgers. I still need to set this up a little bit. Oh. Whoopsie. Oh, God. Easy now. God almighty. Oh. I've been having iced coffee this morning. I have a little left. Oh, Lord. Oh. Oh. Let me throw these in, and then we'll get started in the ball game. US 58. I get the Dodgers here. 3NL2. And I'll make some coffee, and we'll be ready. Okie dokie. And I'm going to make some coffee, and then we'll be ready to play some ball. Okay, the coffee is brewing, so I'm really glad about that. This is the first of a 3-game series between the Montreal Expos and the Los Angeles Dodgers in our 1969 replay dated August 26, 1969. It'll be Robertson for the Expos. 2 wins, and Kathy Harden, so great to see you. Not the same without you. And Claude Osteen with 17 wins. Dodgers are improving. They're now only 3 games under 500, and Montreal in 5th place, ahead of Philly. 22 games under 500, and Kathy Harden is for the Dodgers. For the Expos, it'll be Sutherland at second, Staub in right, Bailey in left, LeBoy at third, Herrera in center, Fairley at first, Brand catching, Wine at shortstop, and Jerry Robertson right-hander with 2 wins. For the Dodgers, it'll be Wills at short, Mota in left, Willie Davis in center, Wesley Parker at first base, Willie Crawford in right, Lefebvre at third, Haller behind the plate, and Ted Sizemore at second, and the pitcher, left-hander, Claude Osteen with 17 wins. So he's done very well for the Dodgers, despite their ails. And we have replay here. Great to see you. And the Dodgers take the field. We're at Dodger Stadium. Kathy Harden is for the Dodgers. Claude Osteen taking his windups. Coffee is brewing, and Sutherland steps in to lead it off for the Montreal Expos. Let me get some Dodger blue in here, Kathy. That doubleheader, by the way, that doubleheader that I finished up yesterday, that was a crazy, on multiple levels. It just was ended up having 3 different broadcasts for 3 or 4, I don't know how many. No, so it looks like it's a nice leisurely ball game. And here's Sutherland facing Claude now. Claude is ready, the windup, and the pitch to Sutherland. That's a 4-10 right-handed, and it's a fly ball to center field. For Willie Davis, he's a 2-8. That's 18-2, it's an F3. He's an E8. It's going to be 8-10. And that is going to be a fly out to center field. 1 away, and we are underway here at Dodger Stadium. Beautiful. Here's Rusty Staub now. Remember, Kathy Harden for the Dodgers. And that coffee is brewing. We'll wait for it a little longer before we sneak a cup. Here's Rusty Staub now, lefty-lefty here. Pitch from Claude. That's going to be 2-9 left-handed, and he struck him out. So it's 2 away for Bob Bailey. Great curveball there by Claude Osteen. .57 right-handed, swung on and missed by Bailey. A second strikeout. The side is retired. So it's 1-2-3 for Claude, looking really good with 2 strikeouts. After a half, it's Montreal nothing, and Los Angeles coming to bat. We'll get a chance now to look at Jerry Robertson, the Expos starter. Taking his warm-ups. What the hell did I do here? Oh, God. Okay. That's a little better. I'm gonna go cop a cup, Kathy, if you don't mind. As Maury Wills steps into the batter's box. So the Dodgers, they are 13 and a half behind. That would be a big comeback, but they are improving here. I had iced coffee this morning just because I had the coffee, Kathy, from the day before. I drank about 2.5 cups of it, large cups, and enough is enough. I need the hot stuff. So we're all set here. And I'm gonna smoke some grass tonight for sure. For sure. Okay, here's Maury Wills now. That's a good point, baseball demos. Super Hal, I like that. I like that a lot. Morning Hal. We could work on that. That's a great idea. Okay, here's Wills now. The pitch from Robertson. 1-6, right-handed. He walked him, so Wills is on. He's a threat to go, especially with Brand a +2. We'll make him a 1-15. We're going to send Wills right off the bat. We're not playing around today, Kathy. Manny Mota at the plate. The windup and the pitch to Mota. There goes Wills. And he is safe. So Wills is now in scoring position. For Manny Mota. Robertson now. From the stretch. There you go. Demos, I love that. I love that. Each more increasingly complex. The basic could be like a house blend. The advanced could be, a French roast. I'm just talking the type of flavor. And the super advanced, Lord, that would be very, very strong. Here's the pitch to Mota. That's 2-9 right-handed. He grounds it to short. Wine has it. He throws over to first at Fairley. Wills holds. It would have been a double play, so it's 1 out. Now Willie Davis. Love it. Could have decaf also. Oh, that's good coffee. Oh. Davis, a left-handed hitter. Robertson throws. That's going to be 5-7 left-handed. Fly ball left field. And Bailey makes the catch. 2 outs with Mota in scoring position. Clutch situation for the Hollywood boy. Pretty boy Parker. Pretty boy Parker, a switch hitter. He'll bat left against Robertson. Here's the pitch from Robertson. And that's 5-8. Left-handed. Whoa, that's hit into right field. And here's Wills coming home. So it's a 1-0 ball game. Pretty boy with the clutch single here in the bottom of the first. Let's look at that again. That's a house rule blend, sure. And baseball demos, that's a 5-8 left-handed base hit. So home comes Wills. It's 1-0 Dodgers. You could also have cannabis. Legal medical kind of or recreational, depending on the state. You could have a lot of fun with those strains. You could have a basic strain, an advanced strain, and then a super advanced strain. Okay, now Parker is on first with 2 outs, 1 run in here in the bottom of the first. It's Willie Crawford now. Here's the pitch from Robertson. That's going to be 5-10 left-handed. He flies it to center field. And Jose Herrera is under it, and he makes the catch, and that will retire the side. There was a run, though. It was a typical Dodger scenario. Will singled, stole second, came home on a base hit by Pretty Boy Parker. 1 run, 1 walk, 1 hit, 1 left. And after 1, Los Angeles won, and Montreal, nothing. Big news day. Lots of shit happening. Looking at our schedule here in the Strat-O-Matic 1969 replay on August 26, 1969, our next game is the Washington Senators at the Minnesota Twins. This would be the second game, I believe. Second game. Yes, second game of a 3-game series, it looks. And pitching for the Senators is Barry Moore. And for the Twins, it'll be Dave Boswell. Okay, leading it off is Coco LeBoy. Claude retired the side in order with 2 strikeouts in the first. Okay, Claude is ready. Here's the windup. And the pitch to LeBoy. That's going to be 1-7 left-handed. And there is a base hit by Coco to lead it off. So Coco is on. And here's Jose Herrera. Right-handed hitter. Okay, Claude now. With LeBoy on first from the stretch, and the pitch to Herrera. 1-9, left-handed, and that's a grounder to short. That could be 2. It's Wills to Sizemore to Parker, and it is a double play. Well, yeah, that saying, by the way, about the Senators was about the original Washington Senators, not these expansion Senators. I know you most likely know that. I just thought I would share that with others here. First in war, first in peace, last in the American League. Here's Ron Fairley now, left-handed hitter, lefty-lefty. 2 outs, nobody on. Here's Claude now. And the pitch to Fairley. That's 2-7, left-handed. Chops it to first. It's scooped by Parker. He'll take it to the bag, and the side is retired. No runs, 1 hit, the single by LeBoy. He was out on a double play, none left on. After 1.5, it's 1-0 Dodgers. Beautiful morning for a game of Strat-O-Matic. 1969 baseball. Spoke to my son this morning. He's okay. He's fine. is always my main issue. Leading it off for the Dodgers will be Jim Lefebvre. Lefebvre. All right, Robertson is ready. He gets the sign from Brand, and the pitch to Lefebvre. That's going to be 4-8. Switch hitter batting left. He walked him. Second walk given up by Jerry today. Lefebvre is on to lead it off. And here's Tom Haller. Left-handed hitter. Robertson now from the stretch. The pitch to Haller. That's 110 right-handed. Chops it to second. Sutherland's only play is to first, and Lefebvre goes to second. It's 1 out. Lefebvre in scoring position for Ted Sizemore. Claude comes out on deck. And Rick, good morning. Everything is just fine right now. Taking care of some personal responsibilities, spoke to my son, he's fine. Just, you know, I decided to just go ahead, and I appreciate all of you on short notice coming in here for this ball game. It's Lefebvre on second with 1 out, and here's Sizemore now. Here's Robertson. And the pitch to Sizemore. That's going to be 3-11, right-handed. And yeah, we look under this one. I remember this from Super Advanced. And that's going to be a liner to short caught by Wine, 2 outs. That's what that means. And here comes Claude Osteen. We're just getting acclimated to the Super Advanced version, and it's very simple here. When this symbol appears, ignore the first reading. Instead, use the second reading in italics beneath it. So it's that simple. It's a Super Advanced element of Strat-O-Matic. Here's Claude now. With 2 outs and Lefebvre in scoring position, Claude is a 3 NL. So he's not a gimme. Here's Robertson. That's 1-7, and he grounds it to second base. Sutherland over to Fairley, and the side is retired. So it's no runs. No hits, the walk to Lefebvre to lead it off. He was left on base. After 2, it's 1-0 Dodgers. Out comes Claude for the top of the third now. It's good coffee now. Here's Ron Brand. Can you believe this craziness? We don't have a Speaker of the House, and therefore the aid package, which has been proposed by Biden for Israel, let alone Ukraine, may be held up. And that, to me, that's just insanity. We elect these people, for Christ's sakes. Okay, here's Brand now, facing Claude. The windup and the pitch. 310 left-handed, pops it to short, and Will's under it. He makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Bobby Wine. Two, 3, and there's a base hit to left for Wine off of Claude, his second hit allowed. Both singles. Wine on first, 1 out. Here's Jerry Robertson now. He's a C bunter. We'll just let him head away. Here's Claude now. The pitch to Robertson. He's a switch hitter, 6'8". He'll bat right, and he'll ground it to third to Lefebvre, who throws to second to force Wine. So it's 2 outs, and Robertson is on with Sutherland up at the plate here. Staub comes out on deck. .62 right-handed. That hit with power, but he has actually he has end power against left-handers. Oh my! But that's going to be a fly ball. It was hit well to left, and Mota caught up with it at the warning track, and that will retire the side. Look at that again. 6'2 right-handed. End home run 1-6, and against left-handers he does have the power, but it was a fly ball to left. No runs, 1 hit, and 1 left on, middle of the third. It's still a 1-0 ball game. I don't know if you all prefer my toned down style. Maybe you don't give a crap anyway, but just 1B. And I seek honest feedback. Do you like it when I'm more enthusiastic, more animated? Do you like it when I'm a little calmer? Do you like a little bit of both? Not to mention, even when I do it calm, I like to throw in some wisecracks every once in a while. You like laid back, okay. Thank you. But I welcome open feedback from everybody. Okay, it's going to be the top of the order here for the Dodgers. They lead 1-0. Robertson on the mound. Wills walked and scored in the first. Robertson winds, and the pitch to Wills. That's going to be 5-3. Switch hitter batting left, a grounder to first X. That's going to be for Fairley, a 217. He's a fairly good fielder. That's going to be 5-2. It's going to be a G3 pound. The pound is irrelevant in this situation. Fairley, I'm sorry, a 17. That's 4-6-7. That's going to be none. Looks like it's going to be a ground ball to Fairley. A G3. He scoops it up and throws him out for the first out. So Wills is retired. And here's Manny Mota. I want the announcing to be congruent with the situation. So we're playing a game here, and it's really not a situation where you're going to be, excited in an animated way. If the game gets close at the end or something, maybe when you get very exciting games, that's a different story. Here's Moda now, 1 out, nobody on. Bottom of the third. Robertson winds and deals. That's 4-7 right-handed, he walked him. So Moda is on with 1 out. For Willie Davis, pretty boy on deck. Third speaker vote coming up. They're setting up the quorum. He doesn't have the votes. Here's Davis. I don't know why you take it to the floor without the votes. 5-6 left-handed, struck him out. Davis struck out swinging, and that's the first by Jerry Robertson. I don't know what the point of that is, unless you're hoping that people are just going to change right in the spot. It's 2 outs now, Moda on first. And pretty boy Parker steps up. He singled Wills home in the first. Moda with a short leadoff first. From the stretch, Robertson. And the pitch to Parker. That's 1-3 right-handed. He grounds it to first and fairly scoops it up and takes it to the bag, and the side is retired. So for the Dodgers in the bottom of the third, no runs, no hits, a walk, 1 left. And we've gone 3. It's a 1-0 ball game, and it's a beautiful morning for a game of Strat-O-Matic 1969 baseball. I would say it is. I've got coffee. I've got cannabis. I've got Kathy Harden. Along with replay and baseball demos. Yeah, I can't keep track of those two. You're not the same person, are you? Replay and baseball demos. I'm just kidding. All right, here's Rusty's stop. To lead it off, he's struck out by Claude in the first. That's 6-10 left-handed. It's going to be a chopper to third base. Scooping it is Lefebvre. He's a 4-8. And Rhodes Scholar has arrived. Rhodes Scholar, my man. That's Lefebvre 4-8. That's going to be a 5. The hell am I doing here? That's a 5-4. It's an S1. It's going to go through. Let's see if he boots it. We have Rhodes Scholar for the Expos. That is Lefebvre, he's an 8. E8. Let's hope he just limits it to a base hit here. That's going to be 6-11-15. Uh-oh. E8. Yes, it is an error. In fact, it could be a single and an error. It's a an S1, E1, S1, E1. And it is a single and an error. For stop. You get a bunch of those in the infield. And that's charged to Sizemore. So Staub is on second with nobody out. First error of the ball game, Rhodes Scholar. I hope you're well. And here's Bob Bailey. As I was saying, Rhodes Scholar, that double header that we just wrapped up was a quirky, cumbersome, and at times unnerving broadcast, and we're glad to move on. And actually, it was a broadcast on at least 3 separate broadcasts. We're glad to move on and come back to some sort of normalcy today. It's top of the 4th now. Staub with the leadoff base hit, and it was booted. Here's Bailey now. Bailey struck out by Claude in the first. Here's Claude now from the stretch. That's 5-8 right-handed. He flies it to right field, and under it is Crawford to make the catch. Staub holds. 1 down. Here's Coco. Dodgers lead at 1-0. We're in the top of the 4th. This is the first of a 3. August 26 in our 1969 Strat-O-Matic baseball replay. Brought to you on the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Here's Claude now with 1 out and Staub on second. The pitch to LeBoy, 6-7, right-handed, grounds it to second X. That's going to be for Sizemore, a 318. That's 10-3. It's going to be a G2. It's a grounder to Sizemore. He's an 18 with a runner on second. Going to be 5-11-12. Yes, it's going to be booted. Oh, Sizemore with an E. I'm so sorry. I should have picked up on that. Wait a minute. Oh, here. Whoa. 11-12. Wait a minute. 6-11-12. He's an 18. Okay. Oh, my Lord. Oh, God. 18. No. It's just going to be a G2. Whoa. And that's with a runner on second. It's going to be right, whatever the hell that means. Ball hit to second. Batter is out, and runner advances. So Staub goes to third with 2 outs. And here's Jose Herrera. If I do make an error ever, it's I as long as it's not intentional, which it's not, I just consider that part of the randomness of Strat-O-Matic. You want to try to avoid it, especially in a big ball game. It's 2 outs. It's Staub on third. Claude facing Jose Herrera. Jose grounded into a double in the second, and the pitch. That's 6-8 right-handed. Grounds it to third for Lefebvre. Over to Pretty Boy at first, and the side is retired. So again, it's no runs for the Expos here in the top of the 4th. 1 hit, one error, and 1 left. Middle of the 4th, still 1-0 Dodgers. Indeed. Well, we're moving to the bottom of the 4th here. And Willie Crawford is the batter. Jerry Robertson in his 4th inning. His first endurance is the 7th. Claude is in the 8th. Here's Robertson now. He gets the sign from Brand. He's set. And the pitch to Crawford. That's going to be 211 right-handed. Fly ball right field for Staub, who makes the catch. That's one away. Now here's Jim Lefebvre. Switch hitter batting left against Robertson. He walked left on in the second, Lefebvre. The wind up by Robertson and the pitch to Lefebvre. 5-7, switch hitter batting left, fly ball left for Bailey. 2 outs. And Tom Haller is the batter. So Robertson is pretty much settled down here. I don't think he was ever really problematic. Haller grounded to second in the second. There's 6-12, left-handed. Grounds it back to Robertson. That's going to be X. He's a 5-8. Good luck. Good luck with that. 5-8. That's going to be 12-5. It's going to be a G3. Let's see if he can avoid booting it. He's an 8. That's 6-12-13. No, it looks like he's got it on a G3. And he throws him out. So it's a 1-2-3 inning for Jerry Robertson. And after 4 innings, it's still 1-0 Dodgers. We got a pitcher's duel in the works here. And I hope you're all doing well. I'm doing as well as I can right now. Gonna head to the top of the 5th. It's gonna be Ron Fairley, but we're gonna do so after I take a break of about 3 minutes. My name is Jeffrey Guterman. After 4, it's 1-0 Dodgers here in the first of a 3-game series in our 1969 replay, August 26th. Coming at you from Studio B in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, remotely hooked up to Dodger Stadium, remotely, virtually, and imaginatively. This is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. Well, we're back. We head to the top of the fifth. Expos down 1-0. Ron Fairley will lead it off against Claude. Claude, no runs, 3 hits in 4 innings pitched. And here's Claude now. The pitch to Fairley. What the hell am I doing here? That's 2-5. Left-handed, flies it to right field. And Crawford gets under it. It's 1 away. Now the catcher, Ron Brand, 0 for 1. Claude into his windup, and the pitch to Brand. That's 2-10 left-handed, and there's a base hit to left for Brand. Mota throws it in. He's the tying run on first. Here's Bobby Wine now. Robertson comes out on deck. That's 3-4 left-handed. Walked him. It's first and second now. And Robertson, the pitcher, he's a C bunter again. A 1 WS, we'll just have him hit away here. Expos down by 1. The go-ahead run is on base here. Only 1 out. Claude from the stretch. The pitch to Robertson. That is 5-12. Switch hitter batting right. It's going to be chopped back to Claude. Claude is a 2-14. Let's see how he handles this. That'll be an 8-2. It's going to be a G3, a clean G3. Let's see if he boots it or not. Claude is a 14, E14. That's going to be 5-8-10. And it looks like he's going to get it here. Let's see what happens to the runners. It's a G3 with first and second. Runner advance. We're just going to look at it to be sure what that means for this situation. He is out, so Claude throws it to first, and everybody moves. It's as good as a sacrifice. It's second and third, 2 outs now. And Gary Sutherland comes up in a clutch situation. 0 for 2, flew to center, flew to left. 2 runs in scoring position, the tying run and the go-ahead run. Claude from the stretch. The pitch to Sutherland. That's 2-3, left-handed. Grounds it back again to Claude. Over to Pretty Boy at first, and the side is retired. No runs for the Expos in the top of the 5th. 1 hit, a walk, and both left on. Middle of the 5th, 1-0 still. Here's Robertson. He's got decent endurance, not till 7. Here's Sizemore. Claude on deck. Okay, Robertson. The windup and the pitch to Sizemore. That's 4-4 right-handed. That's going to be a fly ball to center. Going back for that is Herrera. This could be trouble. He's a 4-6. (11-4). It's going to be an S2. He's a 6 out in center. That's 5-10-14. And it looks like it's just going to be a base hit here. S2. And it is. So a leadoff single by Sizemore. And here comes Claude Osteen. Claude, an A bunter. We'll certainly have him lay it down, Kathy. The infield is back. He's still an A. We'll use the super advanced in due course. We're doing one step at a time, so we're using the advanced. It's Sizemore on first, nobody out. Here's the pitch to Claude Osteen. Yeah, he lays it down for it's a beauty. He beats it out. Claude beats it out. Helping the cause. It's a beautiful bunt. And that'll make it first and second, nobody out. Here's Maury Wills. Wills an A bunter. Gonna have him lay it down, Kathy Harden. That makes him a B. The infield is in. I know that's a weird thing to do, but I am a weird guy to bunt here with first and second after you already bunted. That's going to be 12B. Oh, that could be trouble. He pops it up to the catcher, and it's a double play. Getting Sizemore. So Sizemore got caught off the bag. Threw it to third, where LeBoy tagged him out. Osteen goes to second, though. It's 2 outs now. That's what you get when you're a wise guy. In real world, 6-0. Thank you very much, Rick. Really appreciate those factoids. They help. So it's a double play. Two outs, Claude on second, and here's Manny Mota now. Clutch situation. Robertson now from the stretch and the pitch to Mota. That's 6-5 right-handed, grounds it to short X. That'll be for Wine, a 344. Let's see if he can handle this. This is important with 2 outs. 344. That's a 4-3. Oh, that's going to be an S1. Looks like a base hit. He's a 44. Let's see if it's an error. That's 6-12-14. No. It's an S1, a clean S1 with a runner on second. And it's a base hit. Osteen goes to third. He's held. So it's first and third, 2 down. And Willie Davis in a clutch situation. Bottom of the fifth here, Dodgers lead 1-0. Claude on third, 2 down. Here's the pitch now, first and third, with Mota on first, the pitch to Davis. That's going to be 4-6, left-handed, walked him. So Robertson has loaded the bases with Dodgers, and it comes down to Pretty Boy Parker. Pretty Boy, 1 for 2 today. Here's Robertson. The pitch to Parker. That's 210, right-handed, walks in a run. Claude comes home. Second run batted in for Parker, so he's knocked in both runs today. This last one, he didn't even have to swing his bat. His action now in the Montreal bullpen. McGinn and Wazlewski pitched in this game in real world. The bullpen is sufficiently rested. Gary Wazlewski is warming. He's a right-hander. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Willie Crawford now, 2-0 Dodgers. Crawford 0 for 2, and the pitch from Robertson. That's 1-5, right-handed, and that's a drive hit out into the gap for Crawford. It's extra bases. Oh my, Mota scores, Davis scores, Parker scores. Crawford with a triple, a 3-run bases clearing triple. A bases loaded, bases clearing triple, and that's going to make it a 5-0 ball game, and that's it for Jerry Robertson. Gene Mauch coming out. He makes the gesture for Gary Wazlewski to come in. We have a very brief break in the action here as the Dodgers explode for 4 in the bottom of the fifth to make it a 5-0 ball game. Robertson pitched 4 2/3 innings. It was a strange inning. It started off first and second, and then Wills lined into a double play, catching Sizemore off the bag. Then bases loaded, and Crawford unleashed for a triple. 5 hits allowed by Robertson. He walked 5. He struck out 1, and he's still responsible for Crawford 5 runs. And Wazlewski is taking his warm-ups to come in here in the bottom of the fifth. Okay, Wazlewski is ready. Here's Jim Lefebvre now. Big triple by Willie Crawford. Lefebvre walked and flew to left. It's 2 outs with Crawford on third. Here's Wazlewski. That's 3-8. And he grounds it to first base, fairly has it. He throws to Wazlewski covering the bag. And the side is retired. But 4 runs on 4 hits, 2 walks, including a 3-run triple by Willie Crawford. After 5, it's Dodgers 5. Expos nothing. Well, it's top of the sixth here, and Rusty Staub will lead it off. It's going to be Staub, Bailey, and LeBoy. Claude in his sixth inning. Still no hits allowed. No runs allowed. 4 singles. Here's the pitch to Staub. That's 3-7 against a left-hander, and he walked Rusty Staub. Now Bob Bailey. Claude from the stretch. That's 1-9 left-handed. Struck him out. That's the second time Claude got Bailey. And that is his third strikeout of the ball game. Here's Coco LeBoy, 1 for 2. Big Mac Jones is out with a sprain. And here's Claude now, the pitch to LeBoy. That's 3-6, and he flies it to center field. That's a can of corn for Willie Davis. Makes the catch, and Staub holds. 2 outs. And Jose Herrera is the batter. One 6 left-handed, and he gets a grounder to short for Wills. It's a pretty boy Parker, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits. The walk to Staub, left on base. Middle of the 6th, 5-0 Dodgers. Here's Wazlewski in his first full inning of relief. His endurance is 3. It'll be Haller to lead it off for the Dodgers. Haller steps in. He's 0 for 2. And that's 6-11 left-handed. Fly ball right X. That's going to be for Staub, 4-11. This could be trouble. Staub of 4-11. That's going to be 15-4. It's an F2. He's in 11. Staub going for it. 6-11-15. Oh, he's going to boot it badly. It's an E2. So it's a F2 E2. And it is a 2-base error. So Rusty Staub booted that pretty badly. First error for the Expos. That puts Haller on second to lead it off. Here's Sizemore. All right, Wazlewski from the stretch. That's 6-5 right-handed. Fly ball center field for Herrera. He makes the catch, and Haller holds. Here's Claude. Singled and scored in that 5-run inning. He came home on the bases loaded walk by Parker to Parker. Claude, a 3 NL. Here's the pitch from Wazlewski. and that's 1-7, and he grounds it to second base, holding Haller. 2 outs for Maury Wills. 0 for 2, walked and scored. The first run for the Dodgers, which is the winning run thus far. Wazlewski. That's 3-5. And he taps it back to Wazlewski, Wills. And he fields it, throws it over to Fairley, and the side is retired. No runs. No hits. The leadoff 2-base error by Staub. Hit by Haller, left on. And after 6, it's 5-0. Top of the 7th. Claude will face Fairley to lead it off. Fairley 0 for 2. Claude gets the sign from Haller. The windup and the pitch. That's 1-8, left-handed. It's hit deep by Fairley. Oh, and it drops in, extra bases. That'll be a triple for Fairley. That almost left the stadium. Fairley with a leadoff triple off Claude. Let's look at that again. 1-8, left-handed, home run 1-15. It was a 17. That is a triple for Fairley. Now we're on Brand. I say, Claude, just ignore Fairley. Ignore the bastard. Focus on Brand as if nobody's on. Here's Claude now. Brand 1 for 2. The pitch. 3-8, left-handed. Grounds it to third. Lefebvre not ignoring Fairley, holding him, and throws it to pretty boy Parker for the first out. And here's Bobby Wine. Okay, Claude now. The pitch to Wine. That's 5-2, right-handed. Fly ball center field. That's going to be deep enough for Fairley to score. Davis makes the catch. Fairley comes home. And that breaks the shutout. That's going to make it a 5-1 ball game on a sacrifice fly by Bobby Wine. And there's going to be a hitter here for Wazlewski. McGinn is warming. They're trying to get back in this ball game. And there's only 1 out, so Robertson allowed 5 runs. I'm sorry. Yeah, 5. Wazlewski came in, pitched 1 1/3. Did his job. Dan McGinn. Don't get rattled, Claude. Exactly. You got 2 outs now, nobody on. There's 2 outs, I'm sorry. But we're going to have a hitter for Wazlewski. McGinn is a left-hander. Coming in to hit here. And I said he had a sprain. It's a groin injury. But he's well enough to... Oh, he's a left-hander. Jesus. Well, he's actually better. He looks better against. Lord, hold on. Oh my. My Lord, what a team. Oh God, what a team. It will be Mac Jones, even though he's a left-hander. He has a groin injury. He's well enough to hit, though. So Big Mac Jones comes in. I know he's a lefty, but we don't have anybody else. So Big Mac Jones at the plate here, 2 outs, nobody on. You never know, he can wallop one. He is a end power against Claude. Okay, here's Claude now trying to not get rattled. The windup and the pitch to Big Mac Jones. That's 4-2 left-handed, and it's a grounder to short. Fielded by Wills, throws to Pretty Boy, and the side is retired. Wazlewski was complaining about some tenderness in his forearm, his pitching forearm. So they take him out, they bring McGinn in. That's really why they figured they'd have the pinch hitter. It's going to be Dan McGinn coming in. This is the 7th inning stretch. It's a time to take care of business for you. We'll give about 5 minutes here. Take care of some business. Do the other things. Powder your nose, whatever it is. And we'll be back in about 5 minutes. My name is Jeffrey Guterman. It is a 5-0 ball game. A 5-1 ball game, I am so sorry. And we'll be heading to the bottom of the 7th in due course. My name's Jeffrey Guterman, of course, and this is the Strat-O-Matic Baseball Network. We're heading to the bottom of the seventh. The Expos have a new pitcher, Dan McGinn. He's a southpaw. After Mac Jones pinch hit in the top of the seventh, it's a 5-1 ball game. McGinn takes his warm-ups, and he's going to face Manny Mota to lead it off here in the bottom of the seventh. Mota steps out of the box for a moment. That gives me a chance to get some more coffee here. Lovely chance. Indeed, Kathy Harden. Every once in a while, I get a message to reconnect when I'm broadcasting. It's some sort of glitch, some sort of glitch where the connection fails or discontinues, and you just press a button. So if that ever happens, just refresh, and you'll get back onto the broadcast. If we do get disconnected at any time, you can always look at our community board, wait 5 minutes, see if I give a message that I had to interrupt, and or if a new broadcast has been started. Here's Mota now if I disconnect permanently. The pitch from McGinn. That's 3-9 left-handed, and he walked him. Them base on balls. Here's Willie Davis. Davis 0 for 2, walked and scored on Crawford's 3-run triple. Okay, McGinn from the stretch. That's 1-8, left-handed, fly ball to left field. For Bailey, he makes the catch, Mota holds, and here's Pretty Boy Parker. Pretty Boy is 1 for 2, knocked home Wills in the first, walked and scored again on Crawford's 3-run triple. The pitch from McGinn. 1-6, swung on by Pretty Boy, fly ball to center, and Herrera is under it. 2 outs, Mota holds, and Willie Crawford the batter. Here's the pitch to Crawford. That's 1-4, left-handed, and he flies it to left. Again, Bailey makes the catch, and the side is retired. In the bottom of the seventh for the Dodgers, no runs, no hits, a walk and left on base. It's 5-1 through 7. We head to the 8th now. This is Claude's first endurance inning. Claude got a little rattled there in the 7th. He allowed a triple to Fairley, and Fairley came home on Wine's sacrifice to center. And it's going to be the top of the order. Here's Gary Sutherland, 0 for 3 today. Okay, Claude is ready. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's going to be 5-7 right-handed. Struck him out. And for Claude, that's number 4. Here's Staub. Staub 1 for 2, reached on a single and an error. Left on third, he walked, struck out in the first. And the pitch to Staub. That's 111 left-handed, fly ball to left field. And Mota hauls it down, 2 outs. Looks like Claude has settled down, Kathy Harden. Bob Bailey, the batter. You know, you rip one good shot at a pitch like Fairley did, and you're going to get a triple there. Claude Osteen, the windup and the pitch to Bailey. That's 3-3 left-handed. He walked him. Now LeBoy. Bailey. Short lead off first with 2 outs. Bailey, LeBoy 1 for 3 today. 3-4 left-handed, popped him up to second. Sizemore makes the catch. The side is retired, and Claude remains fresh in his endurance. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th. It's a 5-1 ball game. McGinn comes out for his second inning. If you're looking ahead to the top of the 9th, it'll be Herrera, Fairley, and Brand for the Expos. They're currently down by 4. McGinn in his second inning of relief. Here's Lefebvre. 2 lead it off. (4-6) switch hitter batting right. He walked them. He walked the leadoff batters in both of his innings. Here's Tom Haller now. Dodgers now only 3 games below 500. This would put them 2 games under and 13 behind the Braves and Giants, who are tied for first in the NL West. Here's McGinn. 6-6, left-handed, struck him out. If I'm not mistaken, McGinn died recently, about 2 months ago, give or take. Here's Ted Sizemore now. And the pitch. That's 5-10, right-handed, grounds it to short X. That's going to be for Wine. He's a 344. (11-3), it's a G2. He's a 44. That's going to be 9-10 on a 44. It looks like he's going to get that. G2, nothing. With a runner on first, it's a bounder to Wine, who throws Sizemore out at first, and Lefebvre goes to second. And here comes Claude. Osteen 1 for 3, singled and scored. The pitch to Claude. That's going to be 2-9, and he struck him out. So the side is retired. No runs, no hits. The walk left on. We're heading to the ninth now. This is it for the Expos. Claude has gone all the frickin' way. He's fresh. In his second endurance inning, he's allowed 1 run on 5 hits. He's walked 3 and struck out 4. Here's Jose Herrera. 2 lead it off. I got the coffee here. It looks to me like Jim Jordan is about to lose again. Yeah, I think he just lost it. Yep. I think it's 3 votes, not for him, from the right side, and he's out. So I don't know why in hell you take it to the floor. You know, whatever happened to deal making in the spirit of Lyndon Baines Johnson? Okay? Whatever happened to the smoke-filled rooms? They ought to all get naked and smoke some cannabis. And well, I bet you we'd come up with a speaker. Here's Jose Herrera. Claude on the mound trying to win this. The wind-up and the pitch. Let's get naked. 4-10, right-handed, fly ball center field. That's going to be for Willie Davis, 2-8. That's 15-2. It's going to be an F2. I think Willie's probably going to get this. He's an 8 out in center. That's going to be 5-10-12. It's going to be an F2, nothing. F2 or nothing, please. And he flies out. Yeah. He old age, you know. I mean, it could have been a disease, but we don't know. You know, I go to, I do searches periodically, you know, on deaths, 2023 deaths, and you pick them up. Tip O'Neill. You know what I loved about Tip O'Neill, Kathy Arden? He used to work with Reagan, and he used to have to compromise with Reagan. And he said, there's only one thing I hate more than compromising, and that's gridlock. So there's an old saying, better to get 2, even if you want 5. You know, simple math. Tip O'Neill and Reagan were awesome. They worked together. Clinton worked with across the aisle, and those two. That doesn't happen anymore. Oh yeah, Rick. Yeah, that was really. We're led by the least among us. Here's Ron Fairley now, 1 out, top of the ninth. The Expos are down by 4. Claude trying to do a complete game win here and get his 18th of the season. Here's the pitch to Fairley. 5-6 left-handed. That's going to be a double down the line. A triple and now a double for Fairley. And he hit that fairly well, right into the gap. So Ron Brand is the batter. Osteen is fresh. He lost. Yeah, he lost. Here's Claude now. And the pitch to Brand. 2-8. Left-handed, grounds it back to Claude. He holds Fairley and throws him out to Pretty Boy Parker. And we are 1 out away from the ball game. Claude about to win his 18th of the season if he can retire Bobby Wine. 2 outs, top of the ninth, Fairley on second, Expos down by 4, Claude from the stretch. They came in too, millionaires, but they leave richer, Kathy. Pitch to Wine, 6'5", right-handed, chops it to short. This could be the ball game. Will's a 331. That's 18-3. It's a G1. Will's a 31 at short. Six, 8, 10. A G1 with a runner on second. And he's out. And the ball game is over. The final score here at Dodger Stadium in the first of this 3-game series, Los Angeles 5, Montreal 1. The win goes to Claude. He went all the way. He won his 18th. He pitched 9. He allowed 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 hits. He walked 2, struck out 4. Walked 3, I'm sorry. Struck out 4 and allowed 1 run. The loss goes to Robertson. The final line, Dodgers, 5 runs, 5 hits, and 1 error. Montreal, 1 run out, hitting the Dodgers by 1, 6 hits, and 1 error. Star of the game, well, I have to give it to Claude, but whoever you think. It was close in real life? Yeah. Okay, well, I enjoyed the ball game. And I'll see if I'm up for anything later today. I don't know. I want to say, though, I really enjoyed spending this time with you all. It's a very recreational, relaxing time for me. Stay strong, everybody. I want to thank everybody for being here. Rick, Gigi, and of course, Kathy Harden. You have a nice morning, Kathy, and take care, everybody. Good day, Gigi. We'll put this one in the books later. Just the habit I get into. I don't feel like doing it right after a game, but we'll get into it. Oh, I appreciate that, Gigi. You take good care. Okay, everybody? Have a great day.